Bastards! In nomine Padri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. How are you all today? In Basher land, Basher world, Basher town. Great to see you. My name is Dirk. This is iBasher's weekend edition, Sunday Mass. Welcome one and all. Let's see who's in the room. You guys are all so cute. I gotta say, fighting for that to get in there in the top spot. It warms me heart, as they say. Dave Fahrenheit 451 says he got in here number 3. Now I see him as number 1. So I'm a little curious as to how that's happening. What is going on with the YouTube gods, and why were they screwing Dearest Andrew and screwing him out of his first place super chats that he does every single show, as we know, everybody's favorite head cheerleader and mascot. But Dave Fahrenheit 451 is in there today, and Ray Ray's too. Sure, God bless all here lucky bastards. All hail Dirty Dirk. Not on a Sunday, okay? Today of reverence. I went and lit a couple of candles today for a couple of people that I'm thinking about, especially our dear friend Julian, who's made his presence well known on this wonderful channel. He's not feeling so well. He had a little bit of a setback, so I want everybody to give some love and support to our dear friend Julian. He's just suffering from a little bit of a relapse from what he had about 2 weeks ago, and we don't like that. We want him to get him back to full strength. He said he's going to watch the show today because he's actually home, and Sundays we do it early. So thinking of you, dear Julian. Easy E working. We'll catch the fun show replay. Wow, 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 wow. Boo, hiss, boo, mister. Love having you on the show. Dean's here. I will take 4th spot. You ultra bashers. Well, you actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 4th spot. I don't know what's going on, you two. What are you doing? Dean says, snooze, lose, brother. I think it's so cute how you guys are fighting for first place. And the only reason why Andrew probably isn't in there because he's probably working all day. Andrew used to work on the docks. Union been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. Dean Ray, I was snoozing. Here's Andrew, darling. Cutting it close, but I made it home in time for what should be everyone's favorite show. It's my favorite show, too, because you guys are all here and wonderful as always. The beautiful Melly. Oh, wait a second. I owe you. That's a super chat, kiddo. I owe you something. Let's give you a bang a gong. Get it on. Thank you, dearest handsome man with the cleft, Andrew, for that. So wonderful of you to do so. Melly C is here wearing my weekender Charlie Brown. What was I calling this? I had a nickname. Good grief. I'm wearing my good grief watch, which it's so summery and it's very hot in New York. It's pushing 90 if it hasn't hit it already. I had to go downstairs to Rose's place and make sure all her I had to put her bedroom air conditioner in because she kept saying, no, not yet. She walks around. She's so thin. She wears like these little thin, parkas, the bubble coats. And I'm like, Rose, it's like 100 degrees outside. What are you doing? She's like, I'm cold. So I put her air conditioner on. I turned it on and made it like 70 or 68. Because she may feel like she's cold, but she's not. She's crazy. Melly C, good day, Father Dirk and all the bashers. Good day to you, Melly C. I see you have some Mork and Mindy and Snoopy pictures coming our way. I'm very excited about that. I sent her a picture. The only one I had on this computer, because Glaucus left the planet 2008, a week after my dog Dingo left, because they were best friends, and I just think he just said goodnight, nurse. And I have millions of pictures of him, but they're just on other hard drives or actually photographs in an album. So I had one, I sent it to her because Mindy has very similar blaze. The only difference really is like they have the same kind of facial markings, except Mindy's got a pink nose and Glaucus had a black one. Nick Sisto, good afternoon. All good afternoon to you, Nick Sisto. Looking great as always. Vasilios P from Greece. Good evening, Dirk and all. Good evening to you. Well, it's 3:00 in the afternoon for me, so it's. I'm going to go get my the newer Osmo because Amazon was out of the one that I wanted. I returned the the gimbal, and because some of you nice folks, Becky Brown, and so many beautiful people here, you know, contributors, the Patreons, you guys are so good to me. Thank you for helping me keep this as my day job. It's been nothing but glorious, and I love coming to you every single day. So I'm going to a local big box store we have in New York City called Best Buy, which is a big electronics store, and they happen to have the exact one I want for the exact same price that it is on Amazon. So after the show, I'm going to skedoodle, I'm going to get on the train, and I'm going to go pick it up. And hopefully it won't be too mental in this city because it's Memorial Day, the first big, weather permitting holiday in the United States. So it's Fleet Week, which means all the sailors are in town. So look out. It's really funny. It's like everybody talks about Fleet Week, about how, sexy it is that all the sailors are in town and there's all the girls down at the docks and all the gays and all this whatever. But like now I look at it and everybody looks like they're 14. These young seamen are all so young. I mean, I guess I didn't think that when I was young, but holy crap. Not that I was ever down at the docks or any of that's not my shtick, but it's big jokes. There's a great Seinfeld joke. They're like, if you were a girl, what would you do? He goes, if I was a girl, I'd be down at the docks on Fleet Week. But bum. So I'm going to go get the gimbal today and start learning how to use it, because there's a lot of tricky things. We'll figure it out, and that'll help me out in the Dirk About, Bash About, Dirk About, Bash About, Bash About, Dirk About, which I'll be bringing to you probably next Sunday, because it won't be Fleet Week, and blah, blah, blah. Space Ace. Hello, mister. Hello to you, Space Ace. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Kelly C. Have you ever looked at the Seiko 5 Peanuts watch? Melly C, you meant. I'm sure she has it. She's got all things Peanuts. Her collection is so much bigger than you know. Hey, Melly C, you might want to think about doing a state of your Peanuts collection. How about that for the gang? Because everybody's fallen madly in love, as have I. And everybody's crazy about Snoopy, not only just because of Peanuts, but because of the whole Omega connection. Yeah. And Melly C says, thinking of you and praying for you, Julie, and speedy recovery. Thanks so much. He's a wonderful guy. He came into my life, I don't know, like a couple of months ago. Like, there's a lot of people who watch the show that don't interact or don't say things during the show. You guys all know who you are because you're all superstars and stuff. But some people, they have a little bit more of maybe a timid personality or whatever. It doesn't matter. They enjoy the show, and they eventually, some of them will reach out to me. Anyway, he reached out to me, and he's an incredibly eloquent gentleman. And I strive to be a better correspondence writer, because the way he writes in the prose he uses is just so lyrical and beautiful. It's like I said, it's like I feel like I'm having like a old-timey romance. It's been a fortnight since last we met by moonlight in Newport. It's one of those old, like I want to get a fountain pen and just start writing it and mailing it to him, because it's just, his language is so beautiful. He's an artist. He's a photographer. He's the guy with the amazing stereo system. He's a very, very interesting guy, and we wish him the very, very best, because he's an important bastard, man. We love him. Dave says, Mally. Dean's like, watch the new movie Furiosa, a Mad Max saga at the cinema. Okay. Epic. Another Brown movie like Dune, another Brown movie. I haven't watched. Can I just say, the Dune movie, it's long, and I know it's Denis. I read the book so long ago. I don't know what it is, why I can't just watch the thing. It's there and it's free. It's like on HBO Max. It's not like I have to rent it or anything. Somebody's just got to push me into it, like The Matrix, which I really enjoyed, and I have not watched the sequels, by the way. Everybody's like, don't. Maybe I won't. Maybe that's as good as like when everybody watched the Star Wars movies, the original 3, which are now the middle films. because the origin films were, the Phantom Menace, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody hates those movies. So maybe, and I've seen them all. I've seen all the Star Wars movies. And I have to say, of course, Empire Strikes Back is the best. The first one's second, and then Return of the Jedi. I don't hate those middle ones. I think George Lucas just lost the plot. What's your favorite Star Wars movie, guys? Is it The Empire Strikes Back? Is that Universal? Because it really is the best film. I'm the only guy who thought that the last one was it called The Rise of Skywalker? I didn't hate that. I didn't like the middle one, which I thought was really weird, and everybody loves that one. To me, it just didn't feel Star Warsy enough. I don't know. More of a Star Trek guy. Anyway, Furiosa. It's a Mad Max saga. Well, there's a new Mad Max film out, right, with Charlize Theron. She's just one of the most beautiful people in the universe, and she's fun. Anybody ever see who's the guy? I would never remember this guy's name, and I actually bumped into him on the street in Manhattan once. He's the Irish guy who has a chat show, Graham Norton. That's it. He had on his couch one day Charlize Theron, that's how you say it, Theron, and John Hamm. And it was the most ridiculous looking couch you've ever seen. Two of the most beautiful people in the world. And they had this crazy, playful chemistry. I was like, oh, they're going to be a couple. Because she was talking about how she was single and he was single at the time. And he was talking about how earlier when he was being cast in Mad Men, the producers, because the guy who created the show, Matthew Weiner, thought he was perfect, but he was a nobody, and nobody knew who he was. And the studio was like, well, he's not sexy enough. Charlize Theron goes, not sexy. Like, she couldn't believe it. And he turned red, and then you saw the chemistry happen, which I thought was really, really beautiful. I love her. Andrew Olkovich says a religious experience is when she is down. Okay, are we going to say this? Okay, I'm not going to say that. It's too much. I'm not going to go there. It's Sunday. Come on, people. Drew, what am I going to do with you? Innuendo. Melly C. Yes, I have Dave Fahrenheit 451. I have the surfing and the chopper one. I told you she's got everything. I think you should do a state of the collection, Melly C. I think everybody would lose their shenanigans over it. It would be amazing. Melly said she bought both. Oh, this is from Dave, because I didn't want to wish I had bought the other two. Isn't that always the way? I had that guy. Remember I told you guys way back when that I had a guy, I made a friendship with the guy who worked at the Swatch store, and he said, I'll get you the black one the second it comes out. No problem. And he never called me. So I called him up and he said, dude, you wouldn't believe what Swatch did to us. We got 4 the first day, 2 the next day. And he goes, and I haven't seen it since. So I know some people got it, but I thought I had my in because I really wanted the black one. But what are you going to do? No big loss. No big loss. No big whoop. No big whoop. Who really cares? Dave got not 1, but 2. Ray says, did you listen to the track I sent you, or don't you have the time? Ray, remind me what that was, because I get a lot of emails. Did you send me like a great music track? Let me go look at my email right now. Ray, what did you send me? I don't see it in the Dirk box. Send me an email and remind me what it was, and I'll listen to it today. I'll listen to it on the way to go get the Dirk Kimball. Hey, Andy Dufresne from Vienna. Enjoyed 3-star guide Michelin restaurant Amador today. Really? I don't think I've had that much experience other than in fancy hotels. Dana and I, when we were in Paris, we didn't go to dinner. They had like a mega Michelin restaurant in there called Les Heures, the Hours. And we just drank in the bar. We were talking about, we missed breakfast every day. The room had, complimentary breakfast downstairs, and we just didn't do it because we went out every night. It was so quick. We were in and out of that place so fast. We met up with friends of ours, and we were action packed. So we were getting up, like, I think breakfast was over at 10, and that's when we were getting up. But we did order room service and stuff. But they had a beautiful restaurant there called Les Heures. And I would have loved to have gone to dinner there, but we didn't. Next time, hopefully there's always a next time. But we did drink in their bar every day, and that was amazing. Hey, it's Scotty H. Oh, you said Peanuts collection. I did indeed. Charles M. Schulz, who created the incredible world of Peanuts, Charlie Brown. How many Peanuts can we name? Can I get them all? Let's see. Let's do a Dirk trivia quest. See if he can do it all. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Linus, Sally, Schroeder, Pigpen, Marcy, who am I missing? Peppermint Patty. Oh shit, I almost forgot Peppermint Patty. Oh my god. And am I missing anybody? I think I got them all, right? Is there 9 Peanuts? There's probably oh. Well, who's their nerdy friend? Who is the nerdy friend? Don't tell me. You guys are going to tell me because you're that fast to go. You're that fast at the draw. Is it Carlton? Hey, Paul, what's the nerdy guy in Peanuts? Nerdy guy? Yeah. There's one nerdy guy who's like friends with Peppermint Patty. Marcy? No, not Marcy. I got Marcy. I'm naming all the Peanuts. Isn't there one nerdy guy like Carlton or? No. I know they're knowing it. It's just a little test. Oh. Anyway, you guys will know. A Pigpen I got Pigpen. So it's Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Linus, Sally, Pigpen, Schroeder. I got them all before Marcy, Peppermint Patty, and I'm missing the last one. I think there's 10. I could be totally wrong. Huh. That's gonna drive me bananas. Come on, Melly C. You know who they all are. You probably have a watch with their face on. Isn't there that one nerdy guy that I'm forgetting? I don't remember. Basilio says it's 10 p.m. in Greece. Yeah, I believe that it is. Scotty H says the last 3 never happened. They did. Who's your favorite Peanut? Well, everybody's favorite is Snoopy. It has to be. And Charlie Brown, I guess. I always love Peppermint Patty because she's like kind of like the mean lesbian. And Marcy just has to deal with her shit. And I always found that really, really funny. Crazy. Okay. Dean says, what about the series The Boys on Prime? Have you watched that, Dirk? If you have not, watch it. It's hilarious. Season 4 incoming. I don't know if I've ever seen any advertisements for The Boys. Do tell. Like I write everything down. I write it down in my Laverne pad. Where did I move that to? Here it is. With my beautiful Carolyn Martin pen, as always. The Boys. I always write down what you guys say every show so I can catch up and know what you're talking about. Very important. Andrew says, almost God, you don't. I read stuff. Listen, I implicitly trust you, my friend. There's ladies in the room. And you know me, I'm a gentleman. I even held the door open for the evil monster in the courthouse. She was right behind me, man, and I knew it, and I just held the door. And my neighbor goes, I can't believe you did that. And I said, I'm a gentleman, always. I'm going to give you, because you're a sneaky one, I'm going to give you Gong Woman 3, because she's going to turn you into what I think you're looking for. She's doing crazy stuff, that Gong lady. She's nuts. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Dean's got a £4.99 super sticker. Let's go for Gong Woman. I love that one. It reverberates in my headphones. I'm assuming most of you are not wearing headphones. And the funny thing is, and Asheen even made fun of me, because, you're doing the show by yourself. You don't need to wear headphones. But it sounds like the radio. So I like it. I mean, I actually could just do the show like this and just talk to you, and nobody it wouldn't make a difference because I don't have to listen to anything. But then I wouldn't hear all the super chat noises and all that fun stuff, and that sucks. So the little redheaded girl, is she an official character? I'm gonna pull it up in a minute. Pigpen, I got him already. Uh no, he was already away. He worked all day, he just got home. He worked all day. Oh, Woodstock. I mean, oh Jesus Christ. I have failed thee. I have failed thee. I mean, I forgot Woodstock. Oh man. I mean, shame. The shame. The shame. And I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of that nerdy guy, the Woodstock, the Great Pumpkin. I mean, the Great Pumpkin doesn't really count, does it? Hey, it's Kieran P. Hey, good evening, folks. Currently watching You Only Live twice on RTE. RTE2. Oh, you I thought he was watching us. I was like, I didn't sign a deal with RTE. RTE is the Irish National Broadcasting Network, for those who might not know. He's watching You Only Live Twice, which is like would never be made today because Sean Connery wears Japanese face. Like, I mean, there's a whole lot of politically incorrect stuff going on in that movie. But yeah, is that one of your favorites, Kieran? Is that one of your favorites? The You Only Live Twice. I mean, it's one of the better ones of the earlier. I mean, the first one, Doctor No, is great. People seem to hate Thunderball. I love the movie. I don't think I dislike any of the Sean Connery entries at all. I think I love them all. And I love On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the only one that Lazenby ever made, and it's a terrific film. And people reference that movie now because it's so beautifully executed from the story. It's a great one, and he was not an actor, blah 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 blah, and he was kind of like a pain in the arse, etc. So, but they only made one film with him because he got too big for his britches, which is a shame. Al Benedetti jumping on to get a few prayers. In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti is one for you. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. My wife lost her father yesterday. She was his caregiver for the last 3 years. Another kind and gentle soul has left this world to rest. Oh man, Al, we are so very sorry. I know I can speak for all the bashers here and just say our prayers are with you. You know what? I'll tell you, I went to church this morning, and it's Sunday before Mass. I didn't go to Mass. I just went at 11. It's at 12. And I went and had a couple of words with the big guy, and then I lit a bunch of candles. And I do that quite regularly, not for me, but for those who might need. And I'm going to just, put my spiritual center towards that. And I'm so very sorry. Please give her all of the Basher's love. And we're thinking about her. I know what that's like to be a caregiver for all that time. And it's rough. We're still doing it. Paul does it with his mom. I'm still doing it with Rose. Did it with my parents. I must say my oldest sister and my older brother, they were like my sister lived with them. That's tough. And she was going to lose her mind. So I would pop in there like once or twice a week to help out and stay over. And my sister Carrie, amazing. I'm lucky we had amazing people to do that. It's tough. It's one of the toughest things in the whole wide world when your parents become frail. And my sister Carrie and I were talking about, my dad had a really big problem with bed sores, and that was because of neglect in the facility he was in. It was not good. So it can be really rough taking care of them. Yeah, I was talking about bathing my dad. It was such a strange thing when you grow up with the big, strong. My father was invincible, and he was just such a tough one too. And he just became kind of like this little man. He shrunk, and he was thin, and he had no problem with being bathed. And yeah, it's just such a strange thing to watch your the people that nurtured you and you grew up with that took care of you, and then you have to take care of them. And I know what she's feeling right now, and all of our prayers are with you, man. And I hope she finds some solace in this. She's going to go through a very strange period too, because not being you're the caretaker for so damn long, you know. Man. Anyway, Al, thinking of you, man. I got to come up with a new thing for folks like that, like a cool candle or something. Anyway, Melly C. Sherman. Peanuts teacher. The Peanuts teacher would be right. Andy Dufresne says that's a sign of class, holding the door open even to someone you don't like. My mom taught me well. My father would have broken my face if I didn't hold the door open for a lady, no matter who she was. You know, he would have. Franklin! Durr! Franklin! Dave Fahrenheit 451, you just broke the bank. Franklin. I was like Carlton. Franklin. That's the one I couldn't remember. I didn't remember Woodstock, which really, I'm so sorry, Melly C. I have so much to make up for that omission now. I feel like a total joik. Andrew says they could remake Tropic Thunder in Canada. Justin Trudeau loves to. Oh, did he ever do that? Oh, wow. The only guy who ever got away with that was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, because I don't know, because I'm I'm as white a white man as you can possibly be. But even all my black friends said, because the way he was portraying it, it was not offensive to them. And I'm like, wow. I guess it's all presentation on how you do it. But obviously back in the old day, it was, no, 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 my baby. It was, buffoonery, and it was demeaning and all that stuff. So good riddance for that shit. We don't need that anymore. Kieran says, problematic stuff aside, it's a pretty good action flick. I think Connery's weakest is Diamonds Are Forever, unless you count Never Say Never. No one counts Never Say Never. I say never, because Never Say Never is not a Bond film. It was done outside of the whole Eon canon, and it's a terrible, terrible movie with terrible actresses. Kim Basinger is in it. It's terrible. His wig is bad. I love Diamonds Are Forever. First of all, the song's my favorite of the themes. It's the best. I mean, Shirley Bassey, it's the best one. I actually think Goldfinger is my least favorite of the Shirley Bassey themes, because it's just so simple. And she's so young there. It's kind of Goldfinger. Later on, she was thicker and richer and more. Diamonds Are Forever. When I went to see her live, you'll love this, Asheen. I'm talking about Shirley Bassey. Yay. Live, we saw her at Avery Fisher Hall in Lincoln Center, probably in 2000. And she was magnificent. But during the show, she goes, diamonds are forever and ever and ever. She did her own echo. It was pretty funny. Best wishes for better days, Al. May his memory be a blessing to all who knew him. Agreed. Hear, 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 hear. Cheers to him. You're very welcome. It's the least we can do, dearest. And again, give her our condolences from your little internet friends and family here. The only thing worse than watching your parents pass is watching you like that. Whenever I'm watching a movie and those, the dog commercials come on a lot, with the abused animals, and I can't watch those. But now there's one for, I think it's St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which, listen, if I ever win the lottery, I've said a couple things. I'll take whatever money I need to just live the simple, beautiful life that I want to live, which is just have a nice place in Italy and, enough for food and good glass of wine. The rest of it would instantly go to my favorite animal charity and to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, because anyone who has a sick child can go to St. Jude's. Medical care in the United States is horrific. You have to have insurance, which is very expensive. And people get bankrupted when they get major illnesses and they get destroyed by it. And it's a terrible system. It is completely unfair. It's not like our taxes are that low that medical care shouldn't be involved in it. The problem is there are too many people here. We are a much bigger country. I understand all of that. But, Obama tried to fix it, and then people of a certain way tried to back out of that. And no one should have to pay for medical care, especially if you have a disease. Anyway, these commercials come on for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And there's this one that I watched it once and I could never watch again because I couldn't stop crying. No child should ever get cancer. And that makes, every once in a while when I see a child with cancer, I always question the presence of God, because I go, how in the world could there be one for an innocent soul like that? It makes no sense to me. Anyway, doesn't last that long though. Melly C, thoughts and prayers to you and your family, Al Benedetti. See, we have the best people. The bastards, you rule the world. You can judge Justin Trudeau's blackface. You can Google it. I don't want to Google it. He loves to play dress up in different cultures. Is he really that whacked out? That's gross. Scotty H, Lord H. Sorry to go back to Star Wars. No, you can. But Caroline, ooh, shoot. Caroline Kennedy is a blank blank. She made Luke Skywalker into oh no, Kathleen Kennedy. Caroline Kennedy is the daughter of Jackie Kennedy Onassis and John F. Kennedy. You're thinking of Kathleen Kennedy, and she is the head of the studio, the head of Lucasfilm. Ah, okay. She ruined the franchise. Watch the final episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian. Goosebumps. Can I tell you that I got bored with The Mandalorian. I watched, I think, the first season. Maybe I'll go back. And don't ask me why, but I loved Kenobi. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought Ewan McGregor was fantastic in it. I thought the production was great. I don't know. Everybody I know loved it. The final episode. You know what I'll do for you, Scott Lord H? I will watch the second season. They're short. The Mandalorian. Everybody loved it. I don't know. I just feel like Star Wars is so kind of out of my system. You know, I love the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds. That's my favorite sci-fi show of late. And I do love a good space adventure. So let me watch it. You never know. You never know. JBB says Melly C. Sherman might have gotten the reference to the Peanuts character Shermie. See, I don't even know. I'm going to pull it up now to see how stupid I am. Is he in it? Andrew Dufresne says Klaus Maria Brandauer, villain in Never Say Never Again, and Christoph Waltz and Craig Spons, always the Austrian, always the Austrians. Christoph Waltz is a genius. However, he only does one thing well. Inglourious Bastards, he won the Oscar for that. Django Unchained, he won the Oscar for that, and he deserved both of them. I don't particularly care for Django Unchained as a film. It's not one of my favorite Tarantino films. Inglourious Bastards is. He speaks like 8 languages fluently. The guy's incredible, and he just picked him out of obscurity because obviously he was making European films and people knew who he was, but it wasn't famous worldwide. And I think he did a good job in the Bond films. Certainly better than Rami Malek. Wasn't that not good? Oh God, I don't know what it is about Rami Malek. I thought he did a fine job in a movie I don't like, which is the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. I didn't care for that at all because it was so incorrect. But like I've said, these films are made for the general public who have a brief brief fandom with Queen or whatever the subject is. It's not for the diehard fans because, we'll pick it apart. Christoph Waltz is an amazing villain, and he was good in that. The rest of them, which one? Which did he appear in first? He appeared in Spectre, right? Which I think is a better film than Skyfall, which I've been down that road 1,000 times to do. I don't like that movie because of the Batman crap. And he was in No Time to Die for a little bit. I've got to rewatch No Time to Die because I've only seen it once, and I've seen every other Bond film 50 times. I've seen Casino Royale probably 25 times, as well as Quantum of Solace, which I love, and it gets a bad rap. But I love Klaus Maria Brandauer. He's a genius. Soft toy Terrico. Soft toy Terrico. Dirk sounds like a frustrated New York taxi driver when shouting at Paulie Hex at Al Benedetti. Oh, sorry to hear the news sending positive energy. Indeed, out to Al Benedetti. Thank you, Soft Toy Terrico. Thank you, STTC. STTC with the £5. Thank you. Sounds like a frustrated. Now you can't. I don't know anybody who takes New York City taxis anymore. Everybody takes Ubers because it's way cheaper. It costs so much money to just park your arse in the seat of a taxi cab. It's like $7 to sit in there. And it doesn't matter where you go. There's all these day taxes, night taxes, weekend taxes, blah, blah, blah. And just to let you know how it works, in New York City, in order to operate a taxi cab, you have to get this certificate called a medallion, and they cost a lot of money to get them. They're like $100,000 or whatever, and they used to go up in value like Bitcoin. They were like a currency, and now they're worth nothing because nobody wants one anymore. They could just become Uber drivers. But thank you, Softcore Jericho. Let's do Thank you so much for that, Softcoin Terror Corp. Melly C says, Dirk, I'm still praying for your lottery win. You know what? Let me show you something. I'm the worst. What I do is I take all my lottery tickets and I put them on the refrigerator. Ready for this? Dud, 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 dud. Because I don't check them. I buy them and I put them on a clip on the refrigerator, and I don't check them. So I checked them all today, and there was not $1 to be had. Sometimes you get like $2, $3, but I did buy another one for tomorrow. So maybe that's the one. And that'll go to St. Jude's and the ASPCA, and then I'll just have a big party at the joint in Italy for the Bastards. And it doesn't matter. Just be a bastard and you can go there. But it's funny. Yeah, me too. Be nice. I always we sit around and talk about lottery money, about what we do with it. And I just think people are so irresponsible with lottery money because some people go through it really fast and they just blow it. It just makes no sense to me why they would do that. Why would you blow through that? It's crazy town. I don't get it. Just give most of it away. You don't need it. Nobody needs that kind of money. Nobody needs $400 million. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Doesn't matter. Andy Dufresne says, I didn't like Javier Bardem at all. I hated that movie, and I hated him in it. I didn't like them alluding to the fact that Bond has had gay experiences. You know, that makes you think this would be the first time. That was pandering. And you know what? The gays weren't having it. Everybody's like, no, James Bond's an alpha male. There's no way. He loves women. There's no way James Bond's going to sleep with a man. Don't start doing that. Don't start pulling your PC shit. You know, and I can say that as a gay person that I don't want. No, it's James Bond. He's champagne and Lucky Strike and beautiful girls, and that's what he does. And I was just so not into that at all. I was like, oh, that's pandering. Don't pander. I hate being pandered to. Dean says, Dirk sent you some photos on Friday night. I have them all here. You know, because Friday night, nothing ever gets done. Nothing ever happens on Mars. Friday night is usually the night with the Sheen, but I had Emmett on, and we had all that technical shit, but it wound up being a really great show. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and tuning in, having Emmett on the show. He's always great. And he can be a musical curmudgeon, too, but he's far more open-minded than I am. And he's always fun to talk to because one, he's a super intellectual guy, and has an incredible gift for giving you his opinion in such a measured way, and that's one of his strengths. It's never just like, get off my lawn, I hate that shit. Listen, I told Emmett earlier today in a text message. I said, my cable box said, you should watch the Eras Tour, recommended for Dirk. I was like, not interested in Taylor Swift at all. So I said, let me watch it and see what it's like. I said, well, okay, I'll watch it. She's huge. So it just starts out, and there's all this, the biggest pyro and, theatricality and all this stuff, which makes no sense for an artist like her, to have the big kind of show, because she has no personality at all. She just kind of comes out and goes. It was boring. The music sounded like Ed Sheeran. It just sounded like all the other pop there is. And then I said to Emmett, and he says, well, you're not a 14-year-old girl. Those songs speak directly to her. But holy shit, she's selling out every mega stadium multiple nights in the world. It's like we've run out of 14-year-old girls. But the gays don't like her. The gays like, Judy and Liza and Barbara and Gaga. And there's a certain kind of thing you have to have in order to have that, the share. You have to, in order to get the gay fan base and keep it for 50, 60 years or wherever, like Liza's had it and Cher's had it and Dolly Parton has it. There's a certain thing. It's an X factor that she just does not have. Just saying. Andrew says, with the lottery, you can't win if you don't play. That's true. It's true. Dean says, I have 30 years of dud lottery tickets. I usually win a couple of bucks, I could have bought an AP with that money. When you think about that, it's gambling. Hey, Ricky McIntyre. Hello. I would love to win Set for Life. It's a Canadian lottery. Win $1,000 a week. I love the $1,000 a week because you can't blow it all, but then you can't give a big thing away to charity. I guess you could get a loan out on that, right? And then just dump it in a charity. Dave Fahrenheit 451, mispronunciations, emails, electronic mails. Oh, the reason why I wanted to say that was Um, you know what? I forgot about that. I was going to do that. And what time is it? It's 3:39. I got plenty of time. You guys have a minute? I'll look for something and I'll play it for you. Because I was like, I don't give a shit, and I don't ever talk about other people's shows because I don't really care. Uh, but I was like, this guy, you know who he is, and I gotta find when did he do this. Uh, Sometimes the stuff just comes up on your stream on YouTube. Okay, and you're gonna know who he is. Okay, let's see. Did I find it? Oh man, it's not in the title. Oh man, come on, show me. When was this? Uh, anyway, it was Nico Leonard. I can't find it, and you guys don't care either because I have a ton of Bastards Gallery for you guys tonight. He was talking about Bulova, and I was like, here's a guy who's a watch dealer and is at one of the biggest watch channels in the entire world, and he's doing a thing. TVG did the same thing. You guys have massive channels, and you're in the Bulova Museum. The guy's saying Bulova, Bulova, Joseph Bulova, Bulova. He's saying it to your face, and you're like, what do I really like about Bulova? No, it's not like because you have a British accent or you have a Dutch fake Irish accent. That does not matter. The brand is Bulova. It is not Bulova. And you've heard it. Your brain is picking up the name Bulova, Bulova, Bulova. And it drove me crazy. And then I was watching a couple other the big channels and I couldn't believe how many people were saying Jaeger LeCoultre, Jaeger LeCoultre. And I know everybody's done the pronunciation shows, and that's fine. And that's not my bad because, we talk about watches a little bit and then we talk about you, me, and everything in between. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Where is it? Couldn't get it fast enough today. Who cares? Who cares? But it's annoying. It's not like Omega, Omega, Omega. That's different. I don't know why, but it is because the word Omega exists elsewhere. It's a symbol. It's a Greek letter. It's a thing. And different cultures have different pronunciations for this word that already pre-existed before it was a watch brand. But Bulova is someone's name. It's not a word. And it's Bulova. And he's like, Bulova, saying it right back to him. But I saw Nico Leonard do it. And I was like, you're a watch dealer. So you're like, let me sell you some Bulovas. I'd be like, no, I'm not interested in those, but do you have any Bulovas? I might just do that to him. Anyway, that's my story with that. Soft Toy Terracorp says Dutch fake Irish accent. That would make a good t-shirt. Oh shit. Should we just do that? Dutch fake Irish accent. Yeah, I can't, he's got that Belfast thing. No, Belfast, where they do that, bananas. There's a comedian in New York, and he was talking about he was at a party and he had to do impersonations. He's an impersonator. He's a comedian. He's Kevin Pollak. He's very funny. And he's been in a shitload of movies. And they said, Liam Neeson, but you can only say one word and it can't be something he's ever said. And he goes, bananas. It sounds exactly like him. Bananas. Genius. Ricky says, Mike be Scottish root, but pure French generation in Quebec. Mike be Scottish. Oh, that's very, very. Yeah, Porsche. Who says Porsche? Like guys from Queens, right? In Brooklyn. Yo, that's a mint Porsche, bro. That's a mint Porsche. It's Porsche, isn't it? Porsche. It's German. The German brand. I mean, that's one Ferdinand Porsche. That's the guy's name. It wasn't Ferdinand Porsche. Look at this. Vasilia's coming in. I don't know how you say that. How do you say that in Greek? Can you give us the phonetics? Can you dazzle us with it's probably somewhere. I'm not sure where, but so I gotta highlight these again for some crazy reason. And what I do is I highlight all the Bastards Gallery before I come on the show so I can just click on them so I know which ones are pictures. And For some crazy reason, I must have shut it down because I don't see it now. But because we have a couple leftovers from, not leftovers, they're new to us all. I didn't do them on Friday night because I can never get around to doing that. So there's quite a bit of them, which is great. I love having a full Bastards calendar, which isn't the theme anymore. Isn't that funny? The calendar of Bastards. Yeah, I have a lot. There's a lot today. It's great. Great. I think I'm good. Thank you so much, Vasilios. It is now 3:45 or 8:45 or 10:45, wherever you are. And where are you exactly? You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
The gallery of bastards, send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The gallery of bastards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
Yeah, with the world. Look out, as we always like to say. Ray, the dirty comment. I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pleasant plucker, son. I'm only plucking pleasants till the pheasants. Oh, I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker, son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasants plucker. That's terrible, dude. You're so bad, and like I can't even say that. 7 silver swans swam silently seaward. That I know how to do. I don't know why. I'm going to start it off with this in case everybody didn't see this, because I just want to bring Watch It's Brian back into the mix because he's a brand new grandpa. Happy grandpa with your beautiful grandchild. And he's got that very, very sexy AP on, doesn't he now? Let's pull that up. Can we pull that up? Well, it won't let me go. Well, there it is. Audemars Piguet. Audemars Piguet. Thank you so much, Brian. I don't think you're here today, but I just wanted to reiterate because you know what? Beautiful to have fresh life in the room. It's lovely. Yeah, okay. Chris from Northern Ireland with Poppy again. We love Poppy. We love Poppy. We love pictures. Black on black. He's one of those guys that he's got a thing that says sent from my iPhone, just like that woman in that cuckoo movie. Poppy's so beautiful. This is from Dean, Mackenzie variety. And he says, what do you call... Hold on a second. I got to read this. What does he say? Where did it go? What do you call birds that stick together? This is really funny. Velcro. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant? Fantastic. Thank you, kind sir. Here's Phil with Crumpet and Pixel. Oh, look at this action. Oh, my God. Why won't that blow up? There it goes. Oh, man. Could this be cuter? Could it possibly be cuter? Look at them. Crumpet and Pixel. Oh, blue eyes, huh? Wow. I love it when cats love each other. Beautiful. Thank you, Phil. We love the Crumpet and the Pixel. We love the Crumpet and the Pixel. Wallace with his Black Bay. Looking, this is a straight on shot. Coming straight on for you. You made my life. Coming straight on for you. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, I was never a tutor guy, but you know what I love about how incredibly masculine they are, and that's why they look great on ladies. Carolyn Martin, the girl with the wrench, she's got quite the Tudor collection, and it is my favorite knurling. That and Breitling, I think, are the most beautiful knurling. They're beautiful. The way they feel, it's beautiful, beautifully done. And that's on the Tudor version of the Gibbelet. What do they call that? Is there a name for it? I don't even know. I don't know. Never done the deep dive. I mean, I know what, the main Tudors are. But it's all Black Bay now. Black Bay. This is Mark Wild. Mark Wild. with his. Look at that! Oh, that's amazing. I love this watch. I almost got it once. And my father-in-law almost got it once too. Looking great. I love these watches. It's great. They're beautiful and they're big. It looks great on your wrist too, man. And that strap is killer. Lovely sweater too. I love the gray and orange combination. Fantastic. Is that more than one? And you know what I love on this watch? I love the crown on it. It's so chunky. It's a chunky crown. I like a big crown. Who doesn't like a big crown? I like a big crown. Oh, here's another one. Oh, no, it's the same one. You sent me 2 emails of the same thing. That's okay. It's Melly C with the Mork and Mindy overload. That's called what I call kitten face. That's what I call kitten face. Look at that. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Look at you, you beautiful baby. Oh, my God. With their little birthmark that she's got right there is so cute. She's a Chelsea fan. Look out. Oh, my God. She's so cute. Ooh. She's being feisty. Look at those big teeth. And they could hurt you if they wanted to, cats. But they don't unless you do something to them or you scare the shit out of them. Look at that. Oh, I still love you, even you're having a feisty moment. What brought that on? What brought that about, Melly C? Oh, she's sorry now. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Oh, look at Mork. He's beautiful. He's very regal, isn't he? And his nose is gray. That's what's even crazier. It's not black, it's gray. He's so beautiful. Look at him with those eyes. And I love the fact that they're not jealous of each other. They're friends. That's very important. Nathaniel Hannon with some flat packing. He likes that term. It's in several emails called flat packing. Very interesting. There's his new OLED in his new gaff. It's only one picture. His new gaff. Oh look at that. That's my room. Oh look at that. You're watching iBashers on there. Oh shit. Look at that with the Andrew Wolkowicz super duper chat. Look at that. Andrew got screwed out of first place more than once this week. I don't know how that happened and why that happens, and I'm very annoyed by it. Mark Brown with his black Explorer 2. You always see the white one. You don't see the black one that much. And I got to say, man, I think this is super snazzy. I love it. I love that. I love the black dial. I don't think it gets anywhere near as much love as the Polar, and I don't know why that is. Because I just love the orange on the black. You know, it's like why I prefer the Milgauss with the black dial over the blue dial, because I think the contrast is better. I know with the Z Blue Milgauss is a beautiful thing of beauty. It is. That dial is outrageous. And I do like blue and orange, my favorite color combination, but I've always loved the black one. I don't know why. And I love this too. This looks great. Perfect size for you, huh, man? Perfect. Looking great. Looking great. Paul. Oh, look at this. Hey, you can't believe this. You sent this, Paul Ferrand. My father-in-law is wearing his today. I'll boot it up. He sent me an email. He's got it on a strap, though. And you've got it on the bracelet. I've never seen the khaki automatic. It's got an 80-hour power reserve. It's a slightly different model, though. It's got the H50 in-house Hamilton movement. Let's not forget about Hamilton, a great American company owned by Swatch Group, based in Switzerland now. It's the real deal. Hamilton makes great watches, incredible stuff. And I've never seen this watch on the bracelet, so I'm not sure which iteration this is. But my father-in-law sent me his khaki today. He said, I'm wearing my khaki today. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. Actually, his is called the khaki mechanical. I think it was I forget the model number, because Hamilton, I'm not, I can't pull it out of my ass like I can with Omega, and all of those things. Nathaniel Hannon on BASH.com. Uh-oh. What does this mean, flat packing? I thought flat packing was like boxes. I'm a little confused, Nathaniel Hannon. Oh, look at he's got a Mirage stand and one of the most insane, sickest Speedmasters, the 3861. All gold dial, black subs. I got to try it on, and it was really, really heavy, man. Incredible. Look at that. What does flat packing mean? Flat packing. Is that a term I just don't know? Is that a southern term? Is that something they use in the deep south? I'm not sure. Hey, Dean McKenzie with some beautiful butterflies. Dog hand butterfly, up in the air he likes to fly. Dog and butterfly, oh, he likes to try. And he rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing, don't know why. Had to try. Bee and butterfly, yeah. That is beautiful, man. Is that a macro lens? You didn't take that with an iPhone. Butterflies are beautiful. Chrysalis is one of the creepiest things in the whole wide world, though. I mean, if you see that molting, it's creepy and gross. But man, look what comes out of that. Outrageous. Thank you, Dean. That was amazing. Mark Wild, your perfect pub. If you say so, let's see what this has to say. Oh wow, the Cat and Fiddle. Oh, is it a Robinson's? It's a Robinson. Now I didn't know. I mean, we all know what Robinson's Brewery is, and they own a bunch of stuff. They make that Iron Maiden beer, the Trooper, which I've tasted more than once, and I actually really like it. Cat and Fiddle Distillery, tours and events, Roaring Fire, spirits, beer and wine, bottle shop, and cold drinks to take away. Look out! Look out! Where exactly is this with your beautiful BMW, man? It's the Robinsons. So they're a big company, man. They make a lot of stuff. They make a lot of beer. And they obviously own a lot of pubs too. Didn't you? It's a Robinsons company. Very cool. That bike is sick. Sick. Christian Coleman. What do you got here? Christian Coleman. Spotty. This is his cat, Spotty. Let's have a look into the world of Christian Coleman. Okay, let's get that going. Oh, what a beautiful kitty, man. And your very beautiful place. Your gaff is gorgeous. Look at the marble floors. Beautiful. Very tastefully appointed, I must say, with your lucite table. Fabulous. Look at you. You're a big one, aren't you, Spotty? That's fabulous. Oh, look at that. Oh, Anacar. You are a baller. I have Paul's Anacar. I've showed you guys on the channel a couple of times. He has an Anacar in the box from his birth year, which is 1965, that his grandfather got for him in Fano, Italy, in a jewelry store, which we just found out is still there. And the watch is basically unworn. He never wore it. It was a gift for the newborn baby, Paolo, and it's in perfect shape. Look at that thing. I love Anacar. Anacar is cool. Oh, what a great looking joint, huh? Wow. Very cool. Wow. Very artistically appointed. Beautiful. What a beautiful space. Thank you, Christian Coleman. A little insight into the world of Christian Coleman. Carlos Paggi's here. Hey, Carlos. Oh, hey, family watch time. This is cool. This looks like Mother, Mother, tell your children that the time has just begun. Faith. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. Look at these beauties, man. Wow. Isn't that a cool family shot? Everybody's watches. Maze bowls. Look at that. Holy shit. These are cool, man. That's a great shot. What a great thing, man. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Is that the only one? I love the way you got that together. Beautiful, man. Thank you. Vasilios, Mother and Kittens. Oh no. Got some Greek kittens here. Bet you they know how to say omega. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at them. They came out every color. Oh, look at that one. Wow. Is that your cat? Basilios, is that your cat or is that like a local cat that you look after? Is that what it is? Oh, I hope they're good. Oh, that's beautiful. And here's something from Mr. Easy E. Some beautiful spring has sprung shots in the Bastards Gallery. Mock orange. Oh, those are beautiful. Oh, those are great. Who are you calling a pansy? Rosemary. I have a big rosemary bush on my deck. That's beautiful, man. Is there anything more delicious? And you got fresh parsley there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I don't know what that is. What is this called? Oh, the strawberries before the fruit. Oh, interesting. Oh, look at this. Chives. Oh, man. Mint. That mint is beautiful. It would look nice in a dish of vanilla ice cream, wouldn't it? Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Is this your terrace, man? Easy E, killer, man. Thank you so much for that. And you got another one in here. Nope. No, that was it. Andrew Wolkovich is here. Oh, look at this. This is too much, kiddo. Amazing, man. Look at that. You guys, it's bedtime. He got thrown off the bed. Too much, Andrew. With his 28-year-old cats. 29-year-old cats. That is unbelievable. Back to back. Oh, here's back to back on his full set. I don't know what you feed them, but man, God bless. And they are great weight and everything. That is outrageously great. You are so incredibly blessed and lucky. If only I would have taken whatever I could have got. Olive kicked Senor out of bed. What is she doing that for? Oh, here's him again. Oh, that's okay. Cats know where to find the comfort, man. They totally do, you know? Wow. She kicked him out of bed. So much. Melly C. Oh, this is the picture of my old cat Glaucus. My old cat. He died in 2008. And this is a much older picture of him. He was like 14 then. And this is still the place where I live. And I can no longer see that gray building in the background because these big buildings have been built. So I can't see that anymore. And there's an air conditioner in that window, and my view is totally different. But he was such a scooch, this guy. He was beautiful. His name was Glaucus, and we loved him. He was my very first cat. He was the cat that made me no longer allergic to cats. Because after that, I was good to go. I really was. Never happened to me again. This is from Becky. She sent me an email because I had sent her an email with a little note on Laverne stationery, and she had sent it, but I didn't get it. So I'm going to share this with you. This is some of the Bulgari stuff that she saw when she was in Japan. Beautiful, some octos, and this is the beautiful serpente, obviously, right? This is a serpente bracelet. Crazy. The serpente is nuts. Oh, there's way more. The octos. I like the octos. I love that bracelet. It's so genta. It's crazy. And I'm not hot or cold on genta too. I like a lot of genta, but beautiful. The Murphy, Christian Coleman, the Murphy. Well, these Cartiers. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, I had some of these, but not all of these. In the mail just got messed up. Chanel watches. Well, they use a real horology house now. Chanel is no longer just a kind of a fashion brand for watches. They actually these, what is it called? Like the Le Thème de Orologie. It's the same people that anybody that Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy uses, I guess. Amazing. Thank you so much, dearest. That's from Becky Brown. Mork and Mindy and Snoopy. Uh-oh, here's more shots of Sassy Girl. Sassy Girl. Oh, look at you. That's after the big yawn. Oh, she got the wide saucer eyes. Oh, all right. That's enough to do it, right? Amazing. See, it doesn't matter. You get them the fanciest thing in the world and they don't care. They want that. Oh, he's a beauty, man. You are a beauty. Oh, man. Oh, look at you. What is that? She on the cutting board? When, boxy lady used to sit on my boxes. I had my cutting board. I had to move my cutting board forever because she would constantly want to sleep on it. Oh, she's a beautiful thing. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's him upside down with the Indiglow. I turn mine on. Can't see it. Beautiful. Oh, that's a cute one. Totally different crown. You got the onion crown on that, huh? Thank you, dearest Melly C. For the kids and the Snoopy and all that you bring to the show every single week. Just Martin's here with the Tissot PRX, looking great with some Mammer, some sweets from Vienna. I love those. I've had that many times. Actually, I can get that brand in right up the street here. My place has it, and that's a beautiful. I always say the Tissot doesn't get anywhere near the love it should get because these are beautiful. I have a couple of friends who have a couple of Tissots, and they're beautiful. Tissot. Beautiful. Looking great, but I want that chocolate now. I'm totally going to go up to the store and get that because I would love some of that right this moment. I would love it. Hey, Lord H. Lord H, Scotty H. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at you. Getting into the shoes, are you? Laverne used to stick her entire face in the shoes. I was like, that's so weird. Don't do that. She didn't care. She just stick her whole head in there and try to dig around. Look at you. You're a beauty. Chubby one. So cute, calico lady, obviously. And Vasilios. Oh no, Scotty H's got another one for me. Oh, what's this? Horses. Oh, where do you live? Where are you in this world? World Series, Chicago, outside of Chicago. You got a Cubs banner. And there's some horsies. Look at that. Wow. My friend Mary just moved this weekend from her one farm in Vermont to another farm, and she has 2 horses. And I hadn't heard from her in 2 days, and I couldn't believe her move was that quick because I didn't think it was, and it was. And she says she's really happy. So she downscaled because her kids are grown. Thank you so much, Lord H. And here's more from Vasilios. He says one of them got, I think I heard you say that, well, I'll read the chats in a second before we close out. Here they are. Look at her. Look at the proud mama. One of them got adopted. So now I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So she abandoned one of them. So she couldn't. Oh man. So she abandoned one of them and then somebody took it. That's the best news I've ever heard. Oh, they're beautiful. Look at them. That everybody's going to be clamoring for that tiger one. But look at mama. Oh man. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man. Thank you so much. Wow, that's beautiful. That's the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Boom. Thank you, Emmett O'Malley. It's Soft Coy Terrorcorp says at Dean, poor Dirk is still in recovery from wine last night. Actually, that was Friday night, right? And you know what's really funny is like I watched the show back and I was a little tipsy, that's for sure. Like an hour later, I ate something and I was fine, and then I just popped an aspirin and went to sleep. I was good to go. Melly C says she was yawning. Action shot. I knew she couldn't have a mean bone in her body. Andrew likes the Blackface Explorer better visually too. So do I. I do too. Dean says most people get the white Rolex Polar because there are not that too many white dial Rolex. That's very true. That's probably why. And Andy Dufresne is referencing the Hamilton watch, which is, of course, in the movie Interstellar, which I probably need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen that in a while, too. Andy M says flat packing, newly built flat pack furniture. That looked vintage to me, right? That didn't look like that. Ray Ray's commenting on that beautiful BMW, of course. One of these days, I'll be able to do it all in once, and I'll be able to comment as I go through them. I have two screens right now. I just got to figure something out. Dean says, sorry, Dirk. I use iPhone 14 Pro Max on all photos. Look at that, man. They're quite beautiful. I have the iPhone Pro 14, but not the Max. My next one up, because I'm going to start doing these live things, these Dirkabouts, Bashbouts. I'm going to get the Max next time around because it's just got a little bit better stabilization. That I know. Billy G says Breitling and Triumph Motorcycles are going to do another collaboration together. You know what, Easy? You watch the stream back later on. Let's pay a trip down to see our good friend Lauren over at Breitling, and we'll have a chitty chat about that. Full Cats musical, indeed. Amazing. So here's Vasilius explaining that 4 kittens, the one was abandoned and adopted. Oh man, isn't the worst when they do that? Because they can't handle it. So that's just nature, isn't that crazy? Or they think something's wrong with it. We take care of her and the kittens, but she's a street cat. You're a good man. A good man. Chris John Coleman saying the Murphy, that's the name of his beautiful kitty cat. I'm the cat in the box. Can't be bothered sending song again. Grammatic is the name of the band and soundtrack. Okay, I have it. I see that where it says Grammatic. Can't be bothered. Ray. I get so many. You wouldn't believe how many emails are in my boxes, like so many of them. But each one is very important to me. If it's got a song in it, what Gmail does is it kind of does something funny. It unbolds them. Don't worry, I saw it. I went through your whole thing. I'm going to listen to it on my way to get the thingy today. Hey, Ginge, I took my 40s Omega into Omega for service, asked for pics. I will say, score. You took him into the official place. Told you last time I was in there, I had my 1953 Seamaster calendar, and she was not. She's like, oh no, we have to send that straight to Switzerland. I was like, well, okay, and because I wanted to get the crown replaced. She's like, oh, it doesn't work like that. She's like, oh, you can't just replace the crown. You have to. And I'm like, yes, you can. It screws on and it screws off, and you use Loctite because it came off, and I screwed it back on. Oh boy, what are you gonna do, Ginge? I'm looking forward to that. As are all the bashes. We love a good service. Scotty H. Oklahoma. Oh, that's where you are. Okay, great. Oklahoma, where the wind goes whipping around the lane. Night Watchman's here. He upvoted. Thank you so much. Could you just upvote? If everybody upvotes on the Sunday Mass, it promotes the show a little bit better. And I know we're a private little club of nice people, and it's always, we hate it when our bands get discovered and get on the radio, but and upvotes really help with the algorithm, because I'm watching people with 170,000 views and they're hanging clothes on a clothesline. Scotty H says, dirty, rotten scoundrels. Oh, do you mind if I use the toilet? Thank you. It's the funniest joke ever. Andrew Olkowicz, everyone should be considering becoming a patron and subscribe. Don't forget to upvote. I don't have subscriptions on this channel yet. I'll talk to Sheen about that, because he's the guy that takes care of business with that shit. But thank you so much, Andrew. I'm going to give you the triangle guy. Thank you so much for that. Friday was great. It was a fun night. Well, hey, watch, it's Brian. We showed your picture again today. I said, I started out the show with you and your new grandchild, because I was like, we need a little bit of uplifting in our lives. So I replayed it because it's good content. Dave Fahrenheit 452 Brian, congratulations again. See, there you go. Everybody's there. Oh, it has gone to Switzerland. It would have to, Ginge. It would have to go to Switzerland. An Omega of that vintage. Because what are they going to do in the shops? Unless you have a master watchmaker who has the ability to do so. The woman that I happened to encounter when I went to Omega on Fifth Avenue with Easy E, I did not bring the watch with me, but I had full pictures of the movement, the case, everything. And the watch needs a service, official service, needs gaskets and stuff, but the crown was not original because we bought it in a jewelry store in a very, very fancy part of New York City called not New York, outside of New York City, called Manhasset. Paul's father found it, and I just wanted to get the crown. I wanted to get the original parts on it, and she was just a bit of a douche. So it had mine. I'll have to go to Switzerland too. It's not mine, it's Paul's. Anyway, Softcore Terror Corp. Keep safe, everybody. Yes. What are we going to give you for that? We're going to give you the Thank you so much. Watch Brian says, thanks, Dave. Send photos on Friday too. Did you send photos and I did not get to them? Christian Coleman? Because Friday I don't do it, because I can never get around to it. Watch Brian sending loves. Claude Talks. I haven't seen you in a while. I have to talk to Megas so they can make things right. You are so offended. Geez, you know what? Do you know anybody there? Because just listen, I've got Paul's 1953 Seamaster calendar. It's in very, very good shape. The dial is immaculate. However, the crown is not original. It is not the original crown. So I would like to get that put right. Ray says, put the cork back on the fork, Rupert. Yeah, it's a great line. Absolutely. Ladies and germs, that's my show for today. Hey, Christian, I'll check on those and I'll have them for the next show. If I missed something on Friday, I went all the way back to Friday and I X everything out, but it undid it on me today. So I want to thank all the beautiful Patreons who are Jim Lastic, Andrew Wolkowicz, Go Motosoto, Nick Sisto, Complicated Time, Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Miss Dana O'Malley, Lord Scotty H, Dean McKenzie, Al Benedetti. Our condolences to you and your wife on the loss of her father. We're all thinking of you today, Al. God bless. Angelo Minichello, Gasman 308, and Susan, we love you. Danny L, Dave Fahrenheit 451, Dave Fitzsimons, Lady Wrench Martin, and Easy Living. Thank you so much for that. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, you can send all of your pictures to basherdirk@gmail.com. You share them with me and I share them with the world. I'm happy to be of service. And it's all the stuff that makes you happy. We were going to talk about what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, we were going to do that, but we went so over and we talked about everything and blah, 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 blah. And thank you so much for all of that. You guys are the best crew in all of YouTube world. Dean says, where does he say? He says, Dirk, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. Yeah, Andy M. Love you. Bye. Love you too, Andy M. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Just remember to hold the door open, say please, and thank you. And always remember that when you encounter unkindness, you can't always know what that person's going through. They might just be having a bad day, or else they might just be a